high democracy people, free Palestine doesn't work. I think you have realized that. It's time to change the slogan.
We've reached a point of no return. Like, they're really about to get away with this. Or they think they're going to get away with this. The entire population is in famine, stage 5, to the point to where mass death is imminent. I have it permanently stored in my brain of the Palestinian woman that's displaced and starving saying that she hasn't eaten in 5 days and that she just wants food. And every time she walks a little, she feels dizzy.
I'm a loser, just like a MAGA.
That's the feeling. We have failed. I have failed. The amount of videos that have been coming out of Gaza lately? No. As someone who was born in war, grew up in war, and up to now there's war in my country, I've never seen something like this. To this extent, starvation, point of no return. We know that there are countries that are calling this out. But what have they done to deserve this? This is something that I've never been able to understand to date.
Gaza has reached level 5 starvation, which means that they're at a point of no return. It's described as extreme famine, and you have this idea of like, oh, famine means that they're hungry. The word famine does not pertain to how hungry someone is. The word famine pertains to how much food there is, and the definition of famine is an extreme scarcity of food, means there's no food for people to eat. So when you ask how hungry are these people, it's maximum. They have nothing to eat. And even if these people do get eat, they're going to have permanent brain damage, permanent damage to their bodies, permanent damage to their genes. Their literal DNA is going to be permanently damaged by this. And I know if you're watching this, then you feel the same way I do, and you are grieving just as much as I am, and you feel as helpless as I do. But we can't look away. We can't look away from the pictures of the children in the Holocaust right next to a split screen of the children in Gaza, and they look the exact same. We can't look away from these videos of these men, women, and children who are begging us for food on their phones. And this is a direct result of Israeli policy and action, which means it's a direct result of our tax dollars and our leadership. No one here will ever be the same.
25 countries, including Australia, have issued a joint statement calling for an immediate end to the war in Gaza.
And there you have it. Western media is still calling it a war, despite the evidence that it's an unadulterated genocide. And, as usual, the Israelis ain't listening because it's anti-Semitic to criticize them. Meanwhile, the Western backers have lost total control of the narrative. And the narrative? Israel has the right to defend itself. The fact is, Israel has no right to defend itself as the occupier, especially from women and children. The question that I have to all Western leaders, was it worth it selling your soul for a few bucks or to hide those embarrassing videos?
I'm a loser, just like a MAGA and the blue MAGA liberals. Because I know Zionist is the real problem of United States, and Zionists, they own United States. They own Federal Reserve, they own Wall Street, they own Hollywood. Everything important in the United States, Zionists, they own it. Not only Zionists own United States, they own all the Western mainstream media. 6 million Jewish people got killed in Germany. The whole world, everybody knows it. 35 million Chinese got killed in World War II by Japanese and European imperialism countries. Not many people know about it because Zionists, they own the whole world media, basically. I don't dare talk about Zionists because before I had an account on RightNote, I talked about the Zionist dark history 2 days in a row. And the third day, my whole account got erased, just gone. No, didn't tell me what did I violate it, just erased my whole account. So I don't dare to talk about Zionists. They have power everywhere. They are the real old money. They have money since UK, few hundred years ago. The money they have is more than anyone can imagine. Like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, they are new money. They are nothing compared to Zionist oligarchs. Okay, so if you ever gonna have a revolution in the United States, you must know who's your real enemy. Otherwise, you guys just hurting each other, and the Zionist oligarchs, they will always stay behind the government. And
How many civilians have been killed in Gaza, from what you know?
Who gives a shit?
And there you have it. This Israeli woman doesn't give a shit about the slaughter of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians in Gaza. And if that's the case, maybe it's about time the world doesn't give a shit about the 6 million slaughtered by Hitler's Germany.
This is what dinner looks like tonight for over 2 million people in Gaza. Israel has killed over 400 Palestinians at food distribution sites. As Netanyahu praises Trump for his awesome strike on Iran, Israel continues to block trucks with enough food to feed over 1 million people for 4 months, sitting just a few miles away from starving Palestinians.
There are some subjects upon which I find it difficult to speak. One of those subjects is the slaughter of innocents looking for food to ward off starvation. At least 85 Palestinians have been killed looking for food to ward off starvation. At least 79 of those were killed in northern Gaza. The United Nations says that 25 aid trucks entered starving communities, where a UN official says Israeli forces opened fire towards people trying to take food from the convoy. It is said there is footage of Palestinian men running as automatic gunfire was heard. One of those Palestinian men was there to collect flour because he had not eaten for 15 days. He spoke over the din of people carrying the dead and the wounded, concluding that for him now it would be better to starve than to endure what he endured. Please follow Australian political comments on TikTok. He is stronger than me, and he exposes inhumanity and atrocities that I am not equipped to bear.
I think we need to kill them, every one of them, and that's it.
So, there you have it. This young Israeli woman, she wants to kill them all. All the Palestinians in Gaza, she says. It's ironic. This is the same reasoning that was used in Hitler's Germany. We have to kill them all, every single one of them. If there was a people that could have been a moral compass to the world, it would have been these people. Instead, they have chosen to prove Hitler right.
Palestinians aren't starving. They're being starved. Palestinians aren't dying. They're being murdered. This isn't a conflict. This is colonial occupation. This isn't a war. It's genocide. This isn't just something that's happening. This is something that is being done. Remember where to place your blame.
You have done so many protests, Free Palestine, in America, in Europe, but nothing changed. Just like before, you had so many protests, Free Iraq, Free Syria, Free Afghanistan. You know, all these victims, you do protests to free them, but you never do protests to end the villain. The villains are the Zionists, the Zionist oligarchs. They are the problem. So your slogan should be end the Zionist. And Zionist oligarchs, they are the power manipulating American government to support all these wars, all this anti-human shit. So guys, if you think democracy is such a great system, I think you guys have the power to end the villains. Not only Zionist oligarchs doing anti-human shit in Gaza, they are also hurting all the working class inside of United States. Do you think that makes sense?
This just in, Donald Trump has now handed UNESCO on a plate to China. Let me explain. So Trump has quit UNESCO. It's a part of the UN, and what it is supposed to be doing is basically looking after important things like culture, religion, historical sites, and stuff like that. Now, the US have said that they are becoming, and I quote, too woke. But actually, a lot of critics are saying the reason for their quit in 2025 is because of the anti-Israel comments that are coming out of this association and the pro-Palestinian perspectives that are coming up that Donald Trump calls woke. Now, because of them quitting, guess who's going to pick up the pieces? China. Soft power of China.
It was impossible for me to give a deaf ear to these videos, knowing that my country is also going through something of the sort. But I don't think it is to this extent where their countries are being bombed every day and they are not even able to fight back. So this isn't a fight anymore. It is a genocide, and we have to say it the way it is. Yeah. At this point, I don't care about the reason behind this, but I just want to. We just have to admit that nobody deserves this. Nobody in this world deserves this. Yeah, knowing the consequences that also follows, we might lose accounts for posting such videos. This is where the struggle comes in, where you don't even know how to title your video, but you just have to say it. You just have to post, because we are humans. We have hearts. And yeah, at least I will say that I've contributed in a way, because I always repost these videos whenever I come across them. Yeah, that was it about this video. Peace.